Hi everybody.
Hey!
We've got a couple guests with us today.
Allie, look.
Say hi.
Hi.
It's Allie and Aiden.
You might have heard us yelling at them before.
Today is Sunday. We published the video yesterday, June 24th. And what we actually ended up doing, if you stayed and watched till the end of the video, which if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It's pretty interesting. We ended up taking one frame off of our hive with comb honey. We've already cut it up and it's not very pretty. But the blue things there on the floor or on the ground, on the grass, are the honey that was left over from the frame that we cut. We figured we'd give it back to them. They made it, we didn't. They could go ahead and store it and hopefully put it back in the hive and utilize it somehow. So we've got that sitting out front. Today's an exciting day for us. What we're actually doing is we're going to do our first flow frame extraction. We don't know how well this will work. We've heard good things about it. We don't really know. I mean, we know the mechanics of it and how it works and everything like that, but we haven't done it before, so pretty exciting. Okay, so what we're doing is we've already opened up the back part of our hive. As you can see, Aiden, point the camera over here. You can see this port comes off. Again, we kind of highlighted that in our video yesterday. It allows you to see all the frames, see how many of them have honey. And we've actually got the swarm cell, or what we think was the super seeder cell. Yesterday we've contacted a few of our bee friends and they kind of think that it may be we didn't see the queen yesterday in our video, of course. We didn't point her out to you because we didn't see her ourselves. There's a cell down in here in one of the frames that we think either our queen may be failing or she's already dead and they're getting ready to make a new queen. We don't know which one is the fact. So we were planning on taking all this honey because we thought the hive was doing good yesterday. Turns out it may not be doing so good. So we are probably going to end up taking one, maybe two frames at the most. Probably this one and that one we know are still pretty full. So kind of the process for this, guys, is what we do is we're going to harvest this frame here. You can see all of the capped honey that's on the end. There's a few open cells, but nothing too bad. Kind of what we'll do is they make a key. It's just a stainless steel. They call it a key. It doesn't look anything like a key. It just looks like kind of an L-shaped. What you do is you open up the port here on the front. These are just made out of plastic, but what this does is it once you turn the key, it releases a mechanism in here and it shifts the cells. It breaks these cells open so that way the honey can flow down, out, and then out of the tube and then into the jar. That's kind of the basic process of how the whole thing works. You don't have to break into the hive. You don't have to disturb them at all. Most of them don't even know really what's going on. And then, yep, just put it in a little ways.
And turn it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and then go in a little farther and do it again.
Oh, it's coming.
And here it comes out. Here it's coming out, guys, already. You can see it there. There you go.
Okay, so I keep breaking?
There it is, yep. So put it in a little more and then break it.
Oh, that bee got in there.
That's alright. Put in a little more and then break it.
I should have put a screen over there.
And put it in a little more and break it. And see, all she's doing is just sliding it in just a little bit more each time and then turning it. And what it's doing, you can actually see it coming out of here. You can actually see it flowing down.
I got one bee in there.
Yeah, there's one casualty.
Look how light that is, though.
Mm-hmm.
Another jar ready.
We've got plenty of jars out here, so hopefully she can get one because this one's filling up quick. Okay, go ahead. Maybe try that.
Okay, I got my veil in. That's good. Good clover honey.
So as you can see, all the rest of them still have the honey left in there, and that one is gone. And what they'll do, a lot of people think this is really bad for them, but in actuality is a good thing. We don't have to break the hive open. We don't have to mess with them like we did yesterday, actually, to get the honey. And one of the main things is the wax cappings that they have on this honey that's capped and ready to go, the wax cappings, the workers can actually realize that, hey, the honey's gone. And what they'll start doing is they'll go in and they'll automatically start ripping those wax cappings off, and then the worker bees will come in behind them and they'll start refilling them again because they realize nothing's there.
And we're not saying anything against the traditional way. This is just what we wanted to do. We live in close proximity to our neighbors. We're pretty close to town, and we didn't want to be messing too much with the bees, and this is a good option for us.
Here, as you can see, we are already getting 3 plus some, and I don't think it's showing any signs of slowing down right yet. Just straight natural honey. I mean, that's about as fresh as you can get right there.
got this yesterday. This is honeycomb. We got it from that frame that we had in the picture of the video. This all honeycomb. And then this was the 5.5 jars we got from the second frame, right? And then this was the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, and these are the 4th frame. So as you can see, we got quite a bit more out of that second frame than the 4th frame.
And these were from the flow frames.
Yes, these are from the flow frames. So, it's just the way it is. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. Some are darker, some are lighter. But as you can see, it's pretty light honey, which to me looks like clover honey.
Really light honey.
Yeah, it's pretty light honey. And I'll show you.
All right, you can get a close up to that.
That's what it looks like close up.
This honey I got from a friend of mine. I believe it was from last fall. And look at the difference in the color. It's just pretty cool. So.
That's one reason why they say with the flow frames that you need to keep each frame separate, because in the end, you know, like I say, if we harvested both these and just didn't pay any attention, with these there's not too much color differentiation. There's a little bit. I mean, you have to be like right next to it to tell, but they're pretty much from the same source. On that example that Michelle showed, you could obviously see a difference between brown and the golden. And that's why they really push the flow frame. One thing with it is keeping every frame separate, because the frames can be different. Honey is not one standard color. Honey is 1,000 different colors depending on where the bees are pulling their pollen and everything from. So this was it.
Exciting stuff. Allie, you have anything to add?
Yeah.
What?
That's tons of honey, and I really love it. And so, bye. I'll see you on the next video, maybe.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Bye.
Bye bye.